Okay, so let's do it. First and of all, I want to thank you to calling me to come to listen to talk about my passion, which is not really accountancy. It's not really my passion, but it's something that I do with ease. I'm an accountant for 40 years almost, and I stopped like 4 years ago because I was really tired of being an accountant, but is the thing I do with ease. And I know that you nomads and crypto lovers, you are needing accountants in Portugal. So I'm willing to learn about it and help. And already know that to next year, in Portuguese government will put the a tax, which is 28% when you sell your crypto coins, but you just pay if you keep the coin the crypto, the token, less than 1 year. If you took it more than 1 year, will pay. You will no have no charge. So if you keep in Bitcoin and not to change to the regular coin, you don't have to pay. It's what I understand.
If you change from Bitcoin to another coin is also okay.
Is when you have the gains. You just pay if you have the gains, and that gains.
Do I have gains if I change from one crypto to another crypto?
You don't pay because
Only when I go to euros.
2 euros, yes, you
Yeah,
have to
okay,
declare, but if
okay.
it is in another coin, you don't have to do it.
Okay.
And if you have it, the coins for more than 1 year is also you don't pay. But if you sell in the same year, less than 1 year, you have 28% of taxes and you have to declare. So I will learn more about it, and I think it's really easy because if you need my help on that, I can help. But what I want really to talk about is the things that you can use when you use this technology of blockchain, which I believe that is the future and it will help the world in many ways. So I will present to you my passion, which is astrology, and I explain to you what is astrology because most of the people think that astrology is to predict the future, and it's not that. And it's like mathematics in many ways, and it's like a language that we can learn. And you have to study a lot to learn this language. It's not like taking the card and now you know everything. So I want to present you this knowledge. So, as you already know, all in our lives is energy. Energy is in everything. We are energy. We are composed by atoms, and atoms is everywhere. And the atoms is the same configuration as universe. Everything is the same, but in different kinds of sizes. So the atoms is in everything, and now we know that is not the minimum because before atoms and electrons and protons was what was known, and now we know that is less and less. I am not a physician, but of course, if you know something about science, you know that now you have the particles, yes, and the particles of God and everything. I am not a scientist, so I cannot explain, but atom, it's tiny enough so we can understand that everything is energy. Our brain is energy, and our thoughts are energy. And everything we think we can make it true when we think about it. And also our heart is energy. Our heart, I don't know if you already know this, but the electricity of our heart is 100 times bigger than the electricity common, and the electricity produced by our heart is 5,000 more than our brain energy. So our heart is really energetic, and we connect with each other by our hearts because we are electromagnetics, yes, and it's really powerful, our heart, yeah. And everything is in universe is energy. Inside of us we have the energy of the chakras. I don't know if you listened about it. It's have the connection on the glands of our body, our chemistry in our body is energy also. And also we have the big galaxies, the big universe, and universe and a lot of galaxies, and everything is the same shape. It's like you have a nucleus, and then everything goes around the nucleus. And we humans belong to a system which is Earth, and we belong to Earth, and Earth belongs to the system, the solar system, and solar system belongs to galaxy, and everything is inside of something, and everything is connected. We are made of the same thing, of the same matter as the stars. The yes. So what compounds our body is the same as compounds the stars. So everything is connected. We think that we are just like, okay, you are humans, you are the best, we are in charge of everything, but you are so tiny, like you have many galaxies and everything. I am not saying anything new for you. Astrology, how does it work? We live on Earth, and you see in this beautiful image of Earth, you cannot see humans there, but we are there, and we are in this system. And then in this Earth, we need the sun. If you don't have the sun, and if we are not the third planet away from sun, we don't have the life that we have, because we are in the just good position from the sun to be alive and to have life. And the Earth has an orbit around the sun, and that orbit make us to have the seasons, because we have the equinox is when the spring and the autumn happens, and is here where the nights and days are the same, and where everything is in balance. And you have the winter, and we have the summer when you have the solstice. So everything is about the sun, and that's in each one of that points of orbit is when is the seasons. There are places on Earth where the seasons are not so balanced. Now is not in any point of Earth seasons are balanced because of the change of the weather. But anyway, there is the 21 or 20 of March, 20 of June, 20 of September, and 20 of December is when we change. And so for a long time, since humans are in Earth, they look to the sky and notice that when the sun is in the certain points of what we see, the things will change. When the sun is on the 0 degree of Capricorn of Aries, which begin the spring. When it's on the 0 degrees of Cancer, it will begin the summer. On the 0 degrees of Libra, it begins the autumn, and on the 0 degrees of Capricorn, it begins the winter. So this is predictable. because it's always the same. When you look to the sky, we start to understand that the planets which seen from Earth looks like stars because they are shining, and men start to notice that the behaviors in Earth are different when the stars are different, and so they start to record that knowledge. So, as the ships and the sailors go to the sea and they found the new Earth, looking to the stars, like with the I don't know in English, the sextant is like they look to the stars and they learn how to sail. This is like to sail in Earth. This is a chart, astrology chart, which is mathematics, because we can know where are the planets. Based on all these numbers, we can understand, and this is like a language. As we have 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, this is language. I know that one is Sun, another one is Mercury, another one is Chiron, and I can learn on this chart to know how our energy of people are and our energy on Earth are.
And this chart shows you
This-
where
yeah.
the stars
Yes.
where is what position
Yes,
in
yes,
each
yes.
moment, each
This chart have 4 main energies. Like you have the zodiac, which is the way of the sun around the Earth. We know that the sun is in the middle and the Earth is the orbit. We know, but looking from here, we look to the sky. So the position of the sun is different. So this one here, this one is the signs, which is according the position of the sun. Because when we are in spring, our energy is like we are full of life. We want to start things, we want to do things, and when we are in summer, we want to party, we want to be happy and enjoy life. When you are in winter, you will want to be at home, you are sad, because the energy of the earth is like this. The sun makes the energy of earth, and the signs have the energy of the earth on that signs. And so people who born in spring, they are more energetic, they want to start things, they are always doing something different. And people that born in summer, they prefer to party, they like to be the center of attentions. When you are when you born in December, you are like a responsible person, you like everything on the right places, and so on.
When are you born, Alice?
In summer.
When in summer? When? In what month?
8th of June.
June. So you are 8th of June. You are Gemini.
Is Gemini splitting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
twin kind of.
Yes. So you sometimes you are very happy, sometimes you are not. You are very curious. You like to learn. You like to always be on moving. Yes. Yes, so it's the energy of your sun. But of course, we are not just the sun. You are, it's what I'm saying. We have the sign, which is the sign is the sun, where the sun is. But also we have all the solar system in us. We have all the planets. And depending on the position of them, we have that different from everyone. Uniqueness, yes. And it's like 12 signs, 10 planets, and then you have the houses, and the houses is like the north, south, east, and west, and then is divided in four quadrants like this, like north, south, east, and east, and then each of these quadrants is split in 3. So we have 12 houses, and then we have the aspects that the planets do in each other, because if Saturn is here and the Sun is here, they make like a square, and if they are in square, they don't connect, the energy don't connect. If they are in trine, they will have more fluidity between the energies. So all of this, yes, sorry.
How does the four quadrants, where do they, like, how do they relate?
They relate on the place that you born in Earth and the time, because the time is important. Why? Because
So it's 12, but for the hours.
yes, because every 2 hours the signs change, because everything is moving. The Earth is moving in their axis, and also moving around the sun. So everything, all of these counts. And the place on Earth where you're born have the different energy. In the north and in the south is different. So everything is energy, and everything.
Usually which part of the earth you are.
Yes,
South,
it depends on these houses, so that come in equation, and also the relation between the planets. So nobody is equal, because everything is changing all the time. And even if you're born in the same hospital at the same hour, you have different parents. So, and have different DNA. So everything, it's astrology explain many things, but also you have your ancestors. Well, we are you are special, aren't we? Okay, so and if you think about 12 signs, 10 planets, 12 houses, and 7 aspects, so nobody is equal. It's like bitcoins. You have to mine to do the mining to get the results. So this is like very quickly how it works.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
This chart that we're seeing on the top right, I can see the basics in the below. What does the chart above show me? Like,
I cannot put it more quick, but the first one, like here, is the sun on the first day, second, and so the sun, all the signs have 30 degrees, like 30 days. Each day the sun walks 1 degree, so there are 30 days in 1 month. So we have 12 months, we have 12 signs. And so the first one is the sun, the second is the moon, and the moon takes 28 days to go around the zodiac. The sun takes 1 year, 365 days. The other one here is this is a point between the orbits of the sun and the moon, which I will not talk about it. This is Mercury, which has a orbit of 9 months, I believe. No, 3 months. Mercury is the closest to the sun, 3 months. And then Venus, the other one is Venus, which has 9 months around the zodiac. There is Mars. Mars has 2 years. And then we have Jupiter, which has 12 years to go around. And then we have Saturn that has 30 years to go around. And then we have Uranus, and Uranus have 84 years. And then we have Neptune, which has 128 years to go around. And then we have Pluto, which has 250 years to go around. So everything is always moving. And I will talk about the last 3 planets, which is the ones that we want to know, because all your generation, all my generation have these planets in the same sign. So all of us have this energy, but then it depends on the house in the place where we're born in Earth, that it's different from each other. So
So the big planets are so moving so little for
Yes.
us that they basically are the same.
yes, but there are the changers, the game changers, because they change the energy. And what we are seeing now, and I will explain that later, is because of them, because they take so long to in each sign that they transform everything. So they are the big changes of the generations. And that's why my father generation has some kind of energy, your generation has another kind of energy, because that energy stays on us. Okay? So let's start the interesting part. I don't know if you can understand what is here. This picture, do you can? Oops.
The Industrial Revolution.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And this one,
French Revolution,
French Revolution, and this one,
slavery, something,
Yes.
abolishment.
yes. Do you know that was all at the same time?
All was at the same time.
In 77, 70, 80s, 1780 and 77 is when all of this happens 250 years ago.
That's
Wh-
how long Pluto takes to
Yes,
make one circle.
yes. So this was a big change in society. And it happens in the United States, mostly the slavery, ending of slavery, the French Revolution, and the monarchy and the kings, and the way people was like slavery to the kings, and also start the Industrial Revolution that changed the world. So and change the way the people live. It was really a big change in our and of course I don't go on Easter before, because then I will not stop talking.
The funny thing is, though, I was thinking it's end of slavery in French Revolution and the slavery, I mean the actual slavery, but Industrial Revolution, I started thinking, it's maybe a new slavery.
Yes, now we are getting this what begins that time, because man was like a part of machine, isn't it? Men go to all the womankind go to the factories to be a part of the machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so now it's getting to an end, that kind of living. So but also it was like when the industrial revolution arrives, that people could leave their owners, like the big
Slave owners.
yes, yes, they could have their employees, they could the employee and your
Employers.
jobs and the money, and they could buy houses and lands, which was not allowed before. So it's when start, and it was 250 years ago when Pluto enters Aquarius, which is happening now. So what has this with the blockchain? That it's what we are going to think about, because I don't know everything, but
Can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
You said Pluto enters Aquarius.
Yes.
What does that mean?
yes, because as you see, you have the zodiac, which is
Pluto is traveling around the sun for 250
yes,
years.
yes, but then the elliptic, we have the zodiac. The elliptic, which is the travel of the sun around the imaginary travel of the sun around the earth, like the position of the sun, we do the zodiac,
For
which
every
is
planet
no,
in the
the zodiac is like a belt around where you sit in the heaven,
So it's from-
around
from Earth's
everything, yes, where the planets travel. If you look to the sky, the planets travel around the our view, which is the zodiac, which is begins in the 0 degrees of Aries with the spring, and then 30 degrees 12 times we have the zodiac, which is the signs like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and so on.
Is it 180 degrees? Or
They are
360?
360, like
Because we see only.
Imagine the belt around the Earth, and
Yeah.
if it would walk that belt.
yes, yes, and they have like 8 degrees on the. It's like you have the Ecuador,
Yeah.
celestial Ecuador, and they have 8 degrees up and 8 degrees down, and is in that belt that all you see all the planets, which you just see until Saturn, because the Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto you need a telescope, but the other one you can see by eyes and you can notice. So Pluto, when Pluto goes to Aquarius, it means that in this orbit, seeing from Earth, we can see Pluto if we have a telescope. We can see in the stars of Aquarius. It's not quite like this because nowadays, and this is another thing that I will not explain, but nowadays the signs are not the same as the stars, because as the Earth, as the axis that is like this, like how do you say?
Tilted?
Yes, it's like this. The axis, the north pole, not always points to the same star. Like 26,000 and 26,000 years, it changed. Now we are pointing to polar. Yes, like that toy. I don't.
Yeah, I know this.
Yes, like when it like this.
How
So.
do we call it? Twister or something? Is it? I don't know.
So that's why now there is 33 degrees is not in the same as the stars, but according to zodiac is the Aquarius. So Pluto is enter Aquarius, is enter that
And how many
degrees.
is Aquarius? Is 0 degrees?
Sorry?
Aquarius is 0 degrees?
No, Aquarius has 30 degrees as
30,
everything, but Pluto is entered the 0 degrees. The 0 is the first one and goes to 30, 30 29.
Years.
Pluto will take 20 years in Aquarius, and he entered last year, and now he come back to Capricorn again, because as you the planets don't go always on front. Why? If you go in a car and you are faster than the other car, it looks like the other car is falling back, and you are going. So it's the same with the planets. When Earth goes in front and we are quicker, it looks like the planets is going back. So that's why sometimes it's go on 0 and then goes back again. So Pluto.
So we had like first Trump, now we have
Yes,
Biden, who knows
yes,
what is next?
and the first already start to change. And okay, I will talk more about it. I cannot explain you astrology in one day, but this is really something. Okay, so this is to connect, and so this is to say you what I already said, that the outer planets is the ones that make the change, because Mercury, 3 months, even, of course, it has something, but what really changed the world and changed the society and changed humanity is these energies of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Which one
What
is
about
Uranus?
Saturn? This is not Saturn?
No, it's Uranus. And if you see here,
Saturn has the many rings.
yes.
And this one doesn't have any rings?
Yeah, but yes, yes, also have rings. But if you see, these rings are in the opposite, because Uranus is like not like anyone. And it represents the wizard, is the Squisitos.
All right.
Yeah, so Uranus is for the wizards. Yeah, because and for the freedom and for the revolution and yes.
perfect. Okay.
So you are Uranus.
What are the other
Are you
ones?
Aquarius? No.
I don't know. What am I?
You're Libra. No, what are you? Cancer.
This one.
Oh, Cancer.
The
Okay,
hands.
but usually when people are like revolutionaries and like different from everybody, we have a strong Uranus. Yes, yeah,
And what are the
yeah.
other ones? What are they doing?
This is Neptune and
Yeah.
this is Pluto. Neptune is the one that got the illusion. And illusion, like Neptune is the king of the ocean. Do you know?
Okay. Yeah,
Neptune
I
is the
watched
king
Ariel,
of
I
the
saw that.
ocean.
That
And
was
what
fun.
happens in the ocean? It gets foggy, so you cannot see quite. So it's the same energy of Neptune. You feel like.
And the Pluto?
And Pluto is the one is like the shadow one because it's
Shadow and
yes
illusion.
because he's really he's
I like
really
the other one more. The revolutionary something.
yes,
Wizard.
but all of them
Okay.
we have all of them, yes.
Shadow and fog.
And Pluto is the underground because he's really out
Underground
of
shadow fog.
vision, and it's
Okay.
like we cannot see things because it's really like underground. And I will
And
explain
then
you
it
better.
brings the change.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Interesting.
So it's here you can read now. Uranus is in Taurus, and it entered there in 2018. If you see the history of bitcoins, what happens in 2018?
2018.
Yeah.
It fell down.
Yes, and then change the way of using the coins and start to be like a way of using the money, a different kind of using the money. So
Oh, this will last until 2026.
yes, so
Good to
yes,
know.
yeah. No, he already changed that because Taurus is the earth, Taurus is the security, Taurus is the financial, the values. So Uranus came and changed everything and really shake it up.
The wizard guy?
Yes, is the one that shakes and
Yes.
bring revolution and change everything.
Also,
So
he's working with the fog and the shadow.
yeah, no, yes, they are working all together, yes.
Okay.
But Uranus is more quicker because Uranus just takes 7 years, so it's not so intense, but it changed. So in Taurus, we can feel that the way of using money changed before 2018. People don't even we know that the Bitcoin appeared in 2008, isn't it? But it was like trying and doing things. Maybe they really start to change the markets in this date, and now it's completely shaken up, and it's completely moved. And Taurus is like if you see a Taurus, is like a big animal that doesn't want to
Is
be
it the one with the
disturbed.
horns?
Yes, and
Yeah,
it
okay.
wants to be disturbed. It's like,
Taurus is
oh,
the
I'm
shield.
yes. You want security, you want
I'm there.
stability, and everything that changed that is like not normal. Also, Taurus represents the nature, represents the earth, and everything of that is changing. This from 2018. The climate change, of course, is not just from 2018, but it's when we yes, and we really see that it's like no returning point, and it's really changing. Also, the food sector and the way people eat is changing. It's completely changing.
Everyone becomes vegetarian.
Yes, almost
Okay.
everybody is getting vegetarian, and all of this comes with the Uranus in Taurus. So
Almighty wizard.
also the change in economy is changing. It's of course it's not changing completely, but it's if you see from 2008, and that is Pluto, and I will get to that. From 2008 up to now is completely different. So things are changing. Doubts in Uranus in Taurus? it will change in 2 years. It will change of signs, and that's time.
Is Gemini after Taurus?
Yes, you'll arrive to Gemini. Gemini is about communication, is about information, is about learning, is about teaching. Yes. So, but it happened not just for people are Gemini, it's for everybody because it's the energy in Earth. So you can expect that will be a big change in information, in social media, in the ways that people.
So in 2026, everybody will need to learn about blockchain.
Yes, of course. Yes, yes, and you can, and if you in blog in
And
the.
peer-to-peer, of course.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe because it's a
And
different.
if not, we make them.
Yes, so you are already know that you can prepare to teach that time people because everything will change. The people will want to learn more. They want to study. They want to understand that the communication will be different. Maybe the social media, the way that we get information is already changing, but it will be much more because Uranus come and check everything. Like you cannot really expect because it's like suddenly it's shaking like a volcano and shakes everything and everything change.
So I think it's gonna come as a revolutionary.
Yes,
sudden
yes,
change?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Everything that
They're
has
doing like
also transportation, movement, cars, everything will change so rapidly that we cannot expect. Of course, it's not okay. Now is magic. No, it's not magic. Things are
Uranus
getting
worked
prepared,
hard for it.
but then it comes like it's now or never. Yes, it's like that. So, and it will take from 2026 until 2033. So, in 1 year or two, information will change. Everything. If you want to invest in some of these, it's a good thing to invest because it's information, communication, everything will be new. Also education, and we know that education is really needing some changes, and for definitely it will happen. Now we have Neptune in Pisces. Neptune is much connected with spirituality, with also with drugs, with addictions and delusion, limits, borders. Now the borders are like disappearing because in countries are not disappearing, but in people is disappearing because we don't care about borders. It's like the world is one and we go wherever you want. And also you see the Mexican people going to the United States and don't bother about borders. Everywhere in every world is being, the borders are there, and they the governments want the borders to be there,
Yeah,
but they are disappearing because people are going. So this is happening.
On the internet, we
Also.
live a global world.
Yes.
But then physically.
Yeah.
we're still-
Also, the ocean is getting to a point that it's like not good. The oceans and
Polluted, you mean?
it's
Or-
yes polluted, and all of that we see since 2012 it's getting worse, and Neptune in Pisces is bringing much illusion and not being sure, not having nothing for granted. Yeah.
Why is this taking so long with this Pisces, like 2012 to 2025?
Because Neptune is
Neptune is
125.
slower.
Yes, it's
Ah,
slower.
yeah, okay,
Yes,
okay.
and then
Yeah,
it
yeah,
has
I see, I see.
13 years. And
Oh,
then
I
in
see, I see, I see.
2025, which is like in 2 years, he'll go to Aries. So then the energy will change again. And this is, we can really feel it. And when it in Aries, we can maybe want to be more ourselves, because Aries is like to be ourselves, to be starting things and being strength in who we are. So with Neptune in Aries, the self-expression will be, everybody wants to be more listen and okay, it's
People are ready to grow, but luckily we have what was before Uranus in education and
Oh,
information.
perfect! What a
So this
coincidence!
matches.
It matches well.
yes,
So
they
here
are.
everybody wants to learn,
and-
and,
and the-
Uranus is ready to teach everyone.
And also,
Opt.
the aspects of these planets in 2025, they are really good, and so it will help humanity to change, to make the game change, because they are in agreement. And when they are in agreement, the energy is in agreement, we have the potential to use it and to go. So also Neptune is much about spiritual, so maybe we can see many spiritual leaders want to come and be like, I'm Jesus, I'm, well, we can see all, because Neptune
Ladies
is
and
a
Satoshi
tough
Nakamoto
one.
will come.
Crypto Jesus.
Maybe, yes.
You never know.
Because they want to be like the leader of the crowd.
I see.
So we and with Neptune must be careful, because we get eluded.
But the funny thing is that in blockchain there is a lot of these charlatan leaders
Yeah.
who are basically creating some fake coins, and
So you also we
tricking
can
people.
expect
Yes,
that,
yes,
because every energy has light and has shadow.
yes.
And so we decide where we want to vibrate. Also, what happens with Neptune in Pisces also is the big addiction that we are getting even more, and the younger people are getting with the social media, with drugs, with the...
So in 2025 this will end, and then it changes.
It will change a bit.
All right.
And
Oh, so the old social media will die because we're all going to go to peer-to-peer and get rid of the algorithms and the ads and stuff.
maybe. I hope so.
All right.
I hope so.
Perfect. So we have to be ready for 2025, because then we can jump on the hype train.
Or AI will start tricking people.
Yes,
Oh,
yes. Also it can happen. So it's, as I say, it's light and shadow.
Yeah.
Everything has the good thing and the bad thing, and is up to us to decide where we want to be. So this is here for everything, for everyone. So Pluto enters in Capricorn, and Capricorn represent. It was in 2008
I see already, 2024.
when next year, in January. It will enter in Aquarius, and then it comes again to Capricorn to finish destroying everything, and then enters for definitely for 20 years. So Capricorn is the big money, is the banks, is the governments, is the authorities.
He comes to finish it all. To destroy.
Yes, but you see, everything is
Corrupt
like,
and broken.
and it started in 2008.
Interesting.
I think all the world leaders are very big into this stuff.
Yeah.
I would say.
And Pluto
They don't throw dice.
Pluto
They just check out this.
brings what is hidden. You see what is undercovered, where what is underworld, where is in the shadow, and Pluto comes and bring the truth. Everything that is not good for humanity, it has to be destroyed and then to born again. So what happens from 2008? Banks in 2008 was the big crash with the Silicon Valley or something.
Wall Street.
Yes, and also bitcoins appear in 2008 to change. And now we have in Portugal, we have the doctors are yelling with government, nurses are yelling with government. Banks are trying to have the power over the people with interest and everything, and the governments are like crazy catching everything to destroy, but they will not be on power much more time, because they are not doing good. So if it's not good for humanity, they will be destroyed. So after this, and this was what happens when the kings died 2050 years ago. It's what happens with the big owners of slaves before. So they have the power. They try to make the power over the people, and then suddenly people got the power.
So basically, all power structures are being
destroyed. Yes.
Oh,
Democracy.
So it means you will be successful.
Yes.
Pluto in Capricorn.
Yeah.
That's why I believe that blockchain, which not appeared with Bitcoin, but with Bitcoin when it's really got power in 2008, maybe is something like that will get the power to the people. So what we can expect is that when Pluto comes to Aquarius, the people will got power, and the big finance, the big banks, the big governments, the big will go down. I don't know what happened, but this next year, 2024, we'll see a lot of things happen. We already seeing.
Yes.
But we will see many things happen, and people are getting tired of it and are starting to maybe they will cut some heads, or like in French Revolution. And so when
Go somewhere where we're safe.
You're not big tech or big money, so don't worry.
yes, maybe you are the people, the power to the people.
Yeah.
Yes, because what
In German we have a saying, wo gehobelt wird, der fallen Späne.
What does it
So
mean?
I don't know how to translate.
When you work a lot, there's a lot of dirt.
Yeah, there's a lot of mess, and this
Yes.
mess can also hit you. So
okay.
you never know.
Okay, so what technology will grow, like because Aquarius is the net is the community, people getting together with the same ideas.
And this was in the previous round was the Industrial Revolution.
Yes,
kind of.
yes.
And now it's more like maybe
EA
information,
or
connectivity
Yes.
revolution.
Yes, so all this connected. Uranus in Gemini,
I think
Neptune.
it's Capricorn.
Yes.
People are willing to learn.
You
Yes.
prefer to be in Capricorn? No, you don't.
No. That in Hypercore.
This is like
Nothing.
something.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're
I'm just making random comments.
So Pluto in Aquarius will bring us a lot of change, and a lot of change in the world, and like to something that we cannot even imagine what will come. Is imagine what I can think in myself is how people in 2050 years ago, when they are used to have the kings and they are used to have the owners of people, how do they think the world will change as it changed. Yes, we cannot even imagine what is coming. We know that is technology, people more getting more together, working together to do something. Social transformation, not being slavery to the banks and to the big money. And so I believe blockchain will have something to do with this.
There is even like blockchain is one aspect of this peer-to-peer technology.
Yes, something like this.
People directly,
yes,
which can form.
And also what I learned from you that I don't even thought about it before because it wasn't my world. But when I met you and I thought about it, I think maybe this is happening already. Some people know about it, but not much. It's like 2 billion people now.
What was it factor?
Yes, and maybe it's getting strength. It's getting strength and something. It's a new world order is getting.
Alternative is being
and the other one is. So I believe. It's something.
We are so happy. We also hope that.
So this is me. So if you need an Airbnb to nomads, I will definitely work on that to have more people, and also definitely I will be an accountant for nomads, but also studying astrology because it's really what explains life.
I mean, maybe you have to just mention that you live in a national park.
Yes.
In an amazing place.
Yeah, I need a testimony from you.
Yes.
If you please,
no
I need
problem.
it
It's
to
a
put
fucking
in
amazing
social
region.
media.
Yes.
I hope social
It's a very good
media
region, yes.
change because as it is now, it's also they.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
already some new social media.
Hmm?
There are already some new social
Yes,
media
yes, and it will be.
things.
Yeah.
But it's like mainstream is still on this main big technology.
Yes.
And the alternative is somewhere else, but it's still, but it's not so many people. So
They're actually quite nice slides, I have to say.
Yes, we can just do the.
Thank
really,
you.
really nice slides. I think these were the nicest slides so far. There were maybe some one or two other talks, but also nice slides. But these
Okay.
were the nicest.
Any doubts? Any questions?
Interesting. I mean, I don't know much about all this stuff, but it sounds like it would support us, so I'm for it.
I mean, I personally really had no connection to astrology, so I just knew something with planets. But I first time in my life now heard the story about like that it has something to do with the position of planets and based on how long they are traveling and in which position they are based on this. I really didn't know. Did you know any of this?
I didn't know exactly how it works.
Yeah, many things I've
Well,
heard
planets
at some
are
point
planets.
somewhere, but like, it's.
So
I wouldn't be able to put it together like in any systematic way.
So it's basically every planet represents some
Yes,
energy,
yes.
and then based on where it is,
It has the energy. Yes.
I always thought that it's more for personal thing. I didn't imagine that it can be for the broader society.
I don't know if I
I
have.
would probably always think about my own theories for it, but
Let me see, because I don't know if I have here that I can show you. For sure, I have.
If there was like,
is there anyone?
Can I just ask first?
Yeah, you go.
If there was 5 astrologists trying to interpret what is happening, would they approximately explain it in the same way?
I think so.
Is there like a, because there's some statistics like how many people are, how do you even say that? Not ethnicities, is it religions, but maybe not just philosophies? Like how many groups of people? Like I don't know. It's like is there something like astrology? Does it belong to something, or is it a?
No, astrology is like not a science. Why is not a science? Because science you have a thought and you have to prove it. And in astrology you cannot prove it because you have the will, the free will to choose what to do. You have the energy, you have several choices, and it's up to us to choose. So it's not like exact like science, but is most.
Like since when does it exist, and how many people are in this community? So to say?
Is this like for 6,000 years?
All right, so it's very old.
Yes, very old. And what happens? It was in the 17th century, when 17th century, when they got like in bad name because church and also science wanted to be the main force. So science, if science don't explain it, it isn't true. It isn't true. So science don't explain why one person that is the sun in Virgo can be very organized, because there are how many people in Virgo there is. There is a lot of them, and the people are not the same.
And they're not all organized.
Yes, yes. Why? Because you have all of this energy. This is my chart. This is the ascendant, and the ascendant is the sign that is in the hour I born, is the sign that is on the east rising. Every day the sun rises on the east, and it depends on the hour, because now we are in Scorpio. Yesterday the sun enters in Scorpio, so when the sun rises every day, the sun is in Scorpio, because Scorpio is in the east. So at 7 o'clock, when the 7:30, 8 o'clock now, when the sun rises, the sign is Scorpio. 2 hours and 2 hours, this east, the sign that is in east change. When I born, I born with the ascendant in Leo, but my son is in Virgo. So it's very important where I raise. I came to light in earth because I was in my mother's uterus, and then I came to light. And at that hour, when I came to earth, in this place in Leiria, in Portugal, which is this house, because it's the latitude and longitude of the planet, my energy comes like sun in Virgo, which makes me an organized person, a little bit shy person. I like to criticize and to see what is not good. Is the first thing I notice is the things that are not good. It's like my energy, it's like this. And this is not all good and it's not all bad. I have the both things. And also with my ascendant in Leo, when I appear, you see that I'm a big person. You can notice me. But I have Virgo, which make me like I'm a little bit more quiet, and so this is my energy because I have this energy. Also, all of these planets inside Okay, I will not explain everything, but this outside is the sky, not now, in the day I do that, but imagine it's today. So the sky and the planets in the sky are making me getting opportunities or difficulties, which works with me and with you and everything.
But this was basically what the sky looked like when you were
When
born.
inside
When
it
you were
was
born?
when I were born, and outside is imagine today.
In the
Okay.
moment
At
when you create.
daytime this day.
Yes, and
Okay.
imagine here is Pluto, and is getting 29 of Capricorn. So this 29 of Capricorn, it will the energy will act with my energy in some way, which is different from you and from you and from you, but all together in the world it's
Well,
getting that energy, but I'm different from everyone. So sometimes this Pluto is good for me, sometimes it's bad, because when you have the trine, which is 120 degrees of influence, it's a good influence. When you have 19 degrees, it's like a big challenge. Yeah. So now I will have my 0 degrees of Aquarius is in my house of work. So my work is being a challenge and being transformed completely. Also, I have Uranus in my middle heaven, and middle heaven is my career, is the way I appear to the society. And so Uranus is getting a big mess in my in my career, like I'm be challenged to move to do another thing, and I don't know where to go. So everything all of these energies is moving with me and also with you in different ways, because the energy are different.
But if you now try to do this, how is it called, astrological map
Chart,
or
yeah.
chart, 1 month later, it won't change so much.
So much,
in
no,
these
no,
big,
no.
planets,
But
because they don't.
every year change, yes.
Ah.
This inside is my energy is what I have to be myself.
Who you are actually.
Yes,
when-
it's like this makes me a apple tree. Imagine, but I want to be a pear tree, or a mango tree.
Yeah.
I will not possible be happy that way, because I will not be this. I have many of these, but I have to be this. And this explain many things, like in my almost of my planets are on the second house, which is value, is money, is caring about it, is to win the values for myself, and that is a big challenge in my life. So it's my thing. Maybe for you it's in another house.
Is it like financial security?
Yes, yes. For me, it's really important to have financial security, and also work with the values of the others, because the eighth house means that is the values of the others. So I will always be in this
Two
thing.
worlds.
Yes, yes.
That's
So,
why you're
well,
accountant and yoga astrologer.
we have a lot,
Astrologer.
because yoga also is value of people, isn't it?
Yes,
Not money, but it's value. So it's not so different. So in this chart we have a lot of informations about ourselves, and we can understand what is happening in the world with us and in the world based on this, because all of this is like letters. Each of one is one.
What are the colors for?
Um, not important.
How
Well,
long did it take to come up with all these things? I mean, how, like...
No, to make your own chart, you mean? Or to come
No,
up
no,
with
no,
a
like
whole...
the system, like you said it's like 6,000 years old or something,
Yeah.
like was it there from the beginning, or I mean, I guess it's developed over time?
They start to look at the stars and understand. You ask about the colors is important, yes, because of the elements, because there are water, fire, air, and earth, and the colors has to be with that. Yes, and what happens is that how they learn.
Yeah. I have, so just learn.
Is there
Like,
a
let's say,
story?
It's
what
like
was
a
it?
it's a wisdom.
Is
It's
there
like
also
a
is
wisdom.
there like a story, like let's say
Yes,
5,000 years ago, how was it then, and now
I think
2,000 years ago, how was it then, and now? I mean,
many
there has to
things
be...
it's explained by mythology,
Yeah.
and people and the humans
Is it
they
just like word of mouth,
they
or...
look at the stars and they make stories about kings and the mythology, like, and many of these energies come the mythology and also archetypes. Do you know what archetypes? Archetypes is
I mean, I
like
know the word.
energy of
Collective.
yes, of the collective. Yes, yes.
And I guess like sailors had for a very long time studied
Yeah.
All right,
the
I mean...
stars because they needed it for navigating.
Yes.
Yeah, but when did they start
From the
connecting
beginning,
it with
from the beginning of
emotions
the times, from the beginning of the times, and this is 60s, and we have this. This is the Western astrology. We have the Vedic, like from India, which is different because I don't know much about Vedic, but Vedic they use many information from the moon, and in Western is more from the sun, but in the end they connect, and the information connects, and is really amazing when you study, and you see things happening.
Is it also
It's
organized?
amazing. Yes.
Like, I mean, organized in the sense that, like, I don't know, probably it's different from like how the Christian church is organized. Like, there's probably no pope or something, but is there...
Oh no, no,
No
I,
institution
no, no,
behind.
no,
Yeah.
no,
It's not
no,
institutional.
no,
So it's not
no,
institutional.
no,
there's
no,
nothing.
no,
Ah,
no,
okay,
no,
interesting.
no.
Okay.
No.
Wow.
But
So this is just a human wisdom.
So it's more like
Yes.
peer-to-peer or something. How do you say it? I don't know.
I think it's like noticing for thousand of years,
Okay.
and
But I mean, somebody has to notice
and
write
understand
it
the
down
energy.
and
Yes,
study it and
yes,
and
yes,
something.
yes. And the eras. We are in the Pisces eras when Jesus came and Christ came, and before that was in Bible we have the era of Taurus and era of Aries, and you notice that humanity has really changed a lot, and the energy in the Aries era is when people kill with the sword, and now in Pisces is like love should be the what Jesus teaches, being in love, and in Aquarius is another thing, is like communication, information, and as you know now we can learn about everything we need. And in Pisces era, you go to church where you learn, because church have all the knowledge and all the wisdom. And now the wisdom is for everywhere. So we are really getting to Aquarian age. Yeah, yeah. And the more I study, the more I understand that this match. These really match.
Nice.
Yeah.